What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. Hopefully you guys are ready to freaking make some money, because it's coming. So the past 5 years I've been studying price action. I've been studying charts. I've been studying candles. It's all on my YouTube channel. Like I was trading the Forex market. I was kind of saying what I was doing and taking loss after loss after loss after loss. I wanted to show, real life. Everybody shows the wins, but nobody shows how you get there. So I've been studying, I've been learning, and I just recently made a little leap into the futures market. I pulled out of the Forex market because I was tired of being stuck trading one currency against the other. And now I have the ability to buy and short silver, gold, Bitcoin, all kinds of stuff. But it's a little different over there in the futures. If you're just starting out, Oanda, the Forex app, is a little more forgiving. You can trade with a lot less money, and you're not going to get margin called as easy. You can put like very, very small positions out, so you're not like making or losing a lot of money. But in the futures market, you don't have too many options. You either buy like the Bitcoin contract, one contract. I don't even have enough money to trade that. Don't even have enough money. If I took all of my money and put it all together, I don't think I could trade a Bitcoin contract. I just don't. But you can trade the micro Bitcoin, which still, for somebody like me, like just a couple of candles can do a lot of damage. And I have the ability to short the US dollar on its own. But I believe you're controlling, I think it's 1,000 contracts. I could be wrong. It might be, I think it's 1,000 contracts. So if you buy one, that's 1,000 contracts for that one. I could be wrong on that. I'm still kind of, dabbling in learning the ropes. So I did actually trade in the futures market, and I got margin called, and I was up. I was up big. And I was like, what the okay. Little different than the Forex market. But I was not trading the US dollar, basically, but through the euro, just the opposite of this chart. I sold up here somewhere, took profit here, and I'm good right now. I want to see the dollar kind of pull back up in here somewhere, and then I might be interested again. Think about the Fed meeting that just happened. He's not quite ready to lower interest rates. That's bullish for the dollar, bad for Bitcoin, bad for everything else, right? So that, more than likely, that means that the dollar is going to start working its way up. So I went over to the Bitcoin chart, and I saw something clear as day, dude. I have not been going on YouTube and, looking at what everyone has to say about Bitcoin and the crypto, and I haven't had time. I really haven't had time, and I don't give a shit what other people have to say right now. Because, I saw like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that everybody's like, oh, the market's going to crash. Everything's going to crash. I don't know. So I'm going to use what I've learned, and I'm going to stick to that. I don't care what anyone else has to say. So I saw on the Bitcoin chart, here on the 4-hour chart, right here. Do you see this? This little ascending wedge? Ascending wedge, yes. So this is bearish. That is bearish. So that means, more than likely, we're getting another leg down. So my plan was to basically hedge my physical position that I have in the crypto market. So this is a bearish pattern, right? During the Fed meeting, I noticed, all of a sudden we got this massive spike, during the Fed meeting. And I'm like, we got that spike up, but it just conveniently tapped the top of this ascending channel. The Fed said that he was not going to, or, Papa Powell said he's not going to lower interest rates. That's going to be bad for Bitcoin, good for the dollar. How come Bitcoin just shot up? Well, to take people out, hit stop losses, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw in a short position right here. And I did. And I held it all the way until yesterday, Friday night, Friday evening. I did not have a problem from Wednesday to Thursday. I held it overnight. There wasn't an issue. And then all of a sudden, Friday market close, they margin called me and pulled me out. And I was in profit. And I was like, what the frig, man? So I started digging a little bit more. The futures market works a little bit different. I went into the account, and it shows you, basically, if you want to short micro Bitcoin, you need, $500. One contract, that is. You need $500 of free margin. You need $500. That's not, free and clear, right? And then there, below that, it says overnight margin. Overnight margin, you need, I think it was like $2,300 or $2,400. So I was like, okay, so my account's a little bit light. Let me transfer some more money over there. So I got more money going over to my futures account because my plan was to short Bitcoin, and by the time we got down to where I think we were going, 73 to 71,000, somewhere in this range, that's a huge move in the futures market with one contract, even on the micro Bitcoin. So I was thinking, if I got this move, once we got down here, I would have enough to buy 2 contracts on the way back up. And not only am I going to buy 2 contracts of Bitcoin in the futures market when we get down to this area, I'm going to buy the physical dip. XRP, XLM, ACH. I don't know which one it's going to be yet. SPA, I'm down a couple $100. XCN down a couple $100. ACH down a couple $100. XLM, I'm down like $1,400. And XRP, I'm up a little bit. So I don't know. I may buy more XLM, to be honest. Just because, I don't know, I'm still weighing out options, you know what I mean? I love this chart. I love XLM's chart. This looks insanely bullish. And not just for a little while, for some time to come. You know what I mean? And if Trump announces, and this could be the catalyst, everyone keeps, there's so many rumors out there, and he may say it. Hey, look, anyone that holds a U.S.-based crypto company for over the period of 1 year, those gains are tax-free. Right? And that might be the catalyst that keeps, these cryptos. And it's like weird how the charts kind of line up perfectly. Like this move came up. We had this multi-year correction consolidation. We're getting a flag. What are the chances that Trump announces that very thing when we're at the bottom of this bull flag and it goes? Right? And it breaks through this multi-year pattern, goes up, corrects, goes up, and it just keeps going up because people aren't getting out. Right? People are staying because everyone's afraid of Uncle Scam. You know what I mean? Uncle Scam wants to take everything that we get. But now if you hold for over a year, if he actually says that, well, shit. So I don't want to pile. I want to pile some stuff into cryptos that I think will make explosive moves that are pretty low in price. But I also want to put a pretty good. I want to build a bag of, XRP and XLM that I think longer term could rip for a while. And maybe they all rip for a while. I don't know. But I'm thinking I'm going to hold the ones that I like chart-wise, XRP, XLM. I'll hold those longer term. And then the ones that I don't know so much about, but they look explosive, maybe we'll take profits on them and pay the tax. Whatever, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything plays out. Nobody knows the future. I could be freaking completely wrong on this. But I'm going to buy this dip. I am going to buy the dip, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting until Bitcoin breaks through this little ascending channel and makes another leg down to 73 to 71,000. And then we'll monitor price action from there and make a decision. See you later.